Hi guys, CA Rachana Ranade here. And without keeping any suspense, let me just tell you right away as to what this video is about. Today I'm going to discuss about fundamental analysis of Reliance Industries. So let me tell you first why this entire exercise of doing an analysis of Reliance Industries. Actually, there were many viewers of mine who said that, Madam, we have come to know that you have started a separate series on fundamental analysis. But we would really like to know, with the help of some example, as to exactly what is fundamental analysis, how it is done, so that if we get a fair enough idea of what exactly fundamental analysis is, then we can take an informed decision as to whether they should be buying my lectures or not. So I said, okay, sounds good. So that's why I thought of making a separate video on one of my favorite companies, which is Reliance Industries. And I'm sure that many investors in the stock market who are long-term investors basically would definitely have this stock in their portfolio. But just because everyone owns this stock, or just because Rachana owns this stock, are you going to own it? No. You must know about what the company does. You must know about the various business lines which Reliance has. You must know about who are the core shareholders, core promoters of the company. You must know what is their way forward, what they intend to do in the future. And towards the end, you should understand as to what is the right valuation of the company, what should be the entry price for this share. Okay. Now this entry price, the price at which I should be buying this share is known as the entry price, and the price which I expect it to be at after maybe 1 year or after maybe 2 years is known as the target price. Okay, so let me repeat these 2 points. One is known as an entry price, one is known as a target price. Entry price is the price at which I'm going to buy it. Target price is what I expect. Okay, many times people call it as price versus value. It's said that price is what you pay and value is what you get. So let's say if I'm getting a share of a company at just 100 rupees, but its value is 120. So I'm going to pay 100, but I'm going to get a share worth 120. I would definitely pounce upon it. The only question remains is, how do I really value that share? Whether it's really worth 120 or whether it was worth 80 and I mistakenly bought it at 100. So that is the trick in fundamental analysis. You should be able to calculate the intrinsic value. Well, friends, there are many valuation models to value the intrinsic value of a company. One of my personal favorite valuation models is EV to EBITDA. And when I've taught my entire fundamental analysis course, I have very elaborately explained as to how EV to EBITDA valuation is to be done. But I'm going to show you a glimpse of that in today's video as well, right? Oh yes, but before we move on with the fundamental analysis video, I would like to tell you that I received many comments from my viewers stating that they liked my English, and this was really surprising for me. In fact, I'll tell you, in the beginning, there were many viewers who were saying that speak in Hindi is more comfortable for us. But then I thought that if you were to improve any language, I feel more and more you speak any language, automatically the language fluency increases. Okay, I don't feel that you should have a very flowery language. You should be able to communicate very properly in that language. See, reading books and reading newspapers, all these are traditional methods, no doubt about that. But I personally feel more and more you speak, your fluency automatically increases. But then the problem is that with whom do I speak? If I were to speak with my friends, then they are going to definitely, tease you that ye word aise use kiya. They're going to count how many times you use some non-fluency, right? Because they're your friends. They are going to find out every single opportunity to tease you, right? So you need a person actually who can guide you in a very unbiased way, who can help you to improve your English. So I was just going through a lot of English speaking apps as well, and I came across this app which is Cambly, and which provides tutors all across the world, even from US, UK, Australia, many places all over the world. And there are many tutors with whom you can learn English. You can learn with them online, and you can choose which tutor you want to talk to. So I approached Cambly, and they said it would be great if I could, tell about their app. So I would really like to thank Cambly for sponsoring this video, and they have given a very nice offer for you all, that if you use the code Rachana 32 off, okay, you will get 32% discount on your 3 months subscription on Cambly. And I would like to show you a small a demo sort of a video on how this actual online learning and teaching experience goes on Cambly. So here's a short video for you. Hi Amber, this is Rachana, and I'm very happy to talk to you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask that, in India, I have a lot of subscribers, right from students, or there could be some housewives, there could be some working professionals. Do you think Cambly is a good choice for them, or is it only for advanced level? Could you just guide about that?
Cambly is very good no matter what level you're at, because there are some tutors who are very good for if you want to learn business and learn how to speak so you can use that for your business. But it's also very good for beginners. Some people specialize in that, and it's possible to find which person you want to study with, and you can choose if they are very good with beginners or intermediate or advanced. You get to choose that, and you can see their qualifications also.
Okay, great. Like India also has many MNCs. Then do you think that just by talking to many people in US, UK, could it be helpful for them to understand the accent and maybe excel in their field?
Yes, definitely, because there are the United States and those from England and all over, and you can also see that in their profile. So if there's a specific accent that you'd like to learn, you're able to choose that.
Oh, that's a great thing that we can choose as per our accent as well, right? Yeah. So I guess so. I felt pretty comfortable conversing with you. So maybe next time I can choose you as my tutor.
Yeah, great. Right? Very nice to meet you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So let's move on segment by segment, part by part, right? So very first thing you should know about any fundamental analysis while you are doing it for any company. The first thing you should know is company karti kya hai? What does the company do? So the very first thing for Reliance Industries is we should know there are 5 major business lines for the company. I may say 5 major segments for the company. Okay. If you were to think from a very chronological order, I may say from start to end. Number 1, it is into exploration, oil exploration. Okay. So what Reliance does is that they have various oil rigs, okay, and they would place these rigs in deep sea. ये machines क्या करते हैं? That those machines which are installed on the seabed, they would actually extract oil from the seabed. Okay, बाहर क्या आया? What is extracted? The crude oil is extracted. So that's step number 1. Oil exploration is their first segment line. Once oil is extracted, let's understand what happens as step number 2. Once the oil is extracted, crude oil is extracted. Crude oil can't be used directly. It has to be processed. Okay, so the second step is refining it. So the second segment or the second business line for Reliance Industries is refineries. So from crude oil, loads and loads of different like petroleum or diesel or all these purest forms of petrol which are used in even aviation. See, I'm not a chemical engineer or anything like that, so I have not by-hearted these names. So I'll have to look into the annual report and then check it out. But these are various fuels basically which can be extracted from crude oil. So this is the second segment line, business line for Reliance is refining. Now once this is refined, there are some allied materials also which remain, or maybe like a byproduct or something like that. That's like petrochemicals. Okay, petrochemicals are used in a variety of areas, and the best example can be anything which is like plastics mein jo use hota hai. Plastics has lots and lots of different variety of petrochemicals. If I'm not mistaken, naphtha and all these are examples of petrochemicals, the products of that, right? These are the 3. I hope you understood step by step. First was oil exploration, second one was refining, and the third one was petrochemicals. Moving on to the 2 comparatively new areas in which Reliance is actually going into is number 1, Reliance Retail, and the last one which has changed your and my life, that is Reliance Jio. Okay, so these are the 5 business lines. Now the question could come up is, okay, I'm telling this to you, but where did I come to know about it? Have I gone to Mr. Mukesh Ambani and said, sir, please give me some information? So that has not happened, obviously. So I'll show you one book. What is this book? This book is known as the annual report. Now where did I get this from? I hold shares of Reliance Industries. Don't ask me how much, okay, but I hold shares of Reliance Industries, and that is why the moment you hold shares, you are entitled to get this entire book, okay. And once you read this, one more big use is that you can also sell this as scrap. Marathi हम इसमें रद्दी बोलते हैं, okay. So you can earn money out of this as well, right? So okay, jokes apart, but this is a very important document. It's a piece of it gives you a lot of information about the company. The only problem is that it is this big, and the question is, इनमें से क्या पढ़े मैं? What should I read? What should I leave? This is fundamental analysis. So the problem is how to read this annual report. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out some snippets, some important information from this entire annual report, and I'm going to present it in front of you. But if I show it in the physical form, maybe it will be difficult for you to read it. So I'm just taking out a PDF, which you can see on the screen now, and then it will be easy for you to understand what I'm talking about as to their various product lines. So, well, this is the homepage of Reliance Industries annual report. Here you can very clearly see that their annual report gives various highlights, and you can see the very first page which talks about the index of this entire annual report. Now, what am I going to take you through is what are the various business verticals. That's what I was talking about. The very first one I said oil and exploration. So basically exploration, then I talked about refining, then it's petrochemicals, then I talked about retail, and then digital services. Oh yes, I missed out on one more, that is media and entertainment. So like you must be knowing this, TV18, that's owned by Reliance Industries. Colors, owned by Reliance Industries. Money Control, owned by Reliance Industries. Book My Show, major stake, Reliance Industries. Okay, so it's actually like when you get up from bed to your workplace till you get home and you go to sleep, anywhere and everywhere, Reliance is a part of your life. Okay, so it has actually diversified a lot. So what we are going to do is we are just going to talk about some key parameters as far as their performance is concerned, right? Okay, so let's move on to some highlights of each and every segment. So the very first one was oil and gas exploration segment. You can see in their annual report that they have a huge oil exploration thing wherein they almost explore 58.9 billion cubic feet per year. I mean that's a big level of oil and gas exploration. KG D6, Panna Mukta, Tapti and 2 CBM blocks. These are the major blocks through which they actually extract the oil. Here you can see they have also given a small pictorial presentation of that as well. Moving on to the next one, petroleum refining and marketing. Here you can see Jamnagar, which is like the world's biggest refineries. You can see here. They have also very clearly given in their annual report that they have a 1.24 million barrels per day of refining at Jamnagar, and this is world's largest refinery that Reliance Industries has. And if I even take you quickly through their financials, here you can see that their revenue has increased. This is the green line is about the revenue, and EBIT is earning before interest and tax. Here is a little bit of problem where you can see that their earning before interest and tax, as far as only the refining part is concerned, that is going down. So that's a small problematic area for Reliance as of now. Okay. Moving on to the third segment, it's petrochemicals. As I said, petrochemicals is used for a variety of things. Here you can see it's used in infrastructure, roads, buildings, all that, transport. It's used for water storage, agriculture. This is the biggest point, where 37.7 metric tons, that's the highest petrochemical production that Reliance Industries is doing. And if I were to quickly take you to the financials of the petrochemical section, here you can see that their revenue is also continuously increasing and their earning before interest and tax, that's also increasing. Going on to the next big thing, retail. Here you can see retail, the best part that they have given in their report is they are opening almost 10 stores every day. And if I were to give you one more very amazing stats, that they have started 10,000 stores all across India, and they are serving almost 5 million customers every week. It's a big one. And if you see, that's a list of all these brands that they are catering to. The important point here comes up is that this was the point I was talking about, 10,415 stores that they have opened. And the biggest point I feel is that the financials, if you check this out, this is very important. See, in 17-18, that's the previous year, their revenue stood at 69,000, so roughly 70,000 I can say, of course rupees in crores, versus current year's revenue is 1,30,000 crores. Revenue is almost doubled. And if you see here, EBIT, that's the profit, that has gone from 2,000 to almost 6,000 crores. Very important statistics. So sales moves up twice, but the profit moves up thrice. Moving on to the next one, which is Reliance Jio, everyone's favorite. This has changed everyone's life. I'm sure, just imagine your data card or data pack maybe 3 years ago. I used to survive with 512 MB per month. And today we can't even think about less than 1 GB per day. That's what Jio has changed our life. That's how our YouTubers' life has also changed. Now that's how you're watching me on your net pack, which has been given maybe by Jio only. The subscriber base of Jio has increased like anything. I'm sure everyone knows that India's population is 130 crores. नरेंद्र मोदी जी की वजह से everyone at least knows the population by heart. मेरे 130 करोड़ देशवासियों. That's what he has been talking about in every single speech of his. And out of this 130 crores of population, 30 crores are catered only by Jio. That's such a huge number. Okay, so it's the largest telecom operator in India, and it's the second largest telecom operator in the world. My God, that's a huge number. It's ranked number 1 in India by adjusted gross revenue. They're also coming up with new services like Jio Cloud and Jio Net. It's going to just be, it's almost the big thing right now, but it's also going to be the next big thing which would come up. Coming to the financials, very important stats again. Here you can see as of March 2018, I'm taking you year on year, 8,421 crore was the revenue. It has moved up to 13,609. So from 8,000 crore to 13,000 crore. And again, the revenue has also gone from 1,400 crores to 2,600 crore. So their revenue has not doubled, but their profit has almost doubled. So again, same thing, the increase in revenue versus increase in profit. The percentage of increase in profit is really high. If I go to the new things that they are coming up with, as far as Jio is only concerned, IoT, which is Internet of Things, home broadband services, enterprise broadband services, broadband for SMEs, loads and loads of things that they are coming up with. And if you have heard about their latest AGM, I've also given the description, I've also given the link in the description box about their AGM. He has come up with big plans as far as Jio Fiber is concerned, and he's planning to launch it by the 5th of September. It says that the Jio plans to give the internet speed at 100 Mbps, and the high speed will be up to 1 Gbps. He has also shared a nice statistics which says that even in United States of America, the average internet speed is 90 Mbps, and they are starting their base plan with 100 Mbps. That's a big news. The Jio plans are going to start up with as low as 700 rupees till 10,000 rupees per month. And we can choose as per our convenience. It's anything and everything you are talking from. Like you are going to get, if you subscribe for the yearly plan, you are going to get a 4K or an HD connection, a set-top box connection. You're going to get a TV, landline B. So the phone call, the phone service is also going to be of Reliance Jio. So you talk about anything and everything, right from TV, set-top box, the handheld phone, everything is going to be of Jio. Moving on to the next big thing, which they have made an announcement in their AGM only, which is the Reliance and Saudi Aramco deal. Aramco, AR stands for Arabian, AM stands for American, CO is company. So Aramco is the name from Arabian American company, Aramco. What they have done is they have valued Reliance's two major segments, which is the gas segment and their petrochemical, so oil and gas segment and the petrochemical segment. The enterprise valuation of that is roughly, they have valued at $75 billion. And what Saudi Aramco plans to do is that they are going to plan to take 20% stake of this enterprise valuation, and it's going to be a big thing for Saudi Aramco. Many viewers are really confused as to why Saudi Aramco took this step. Their king Mohammed bin Salem, he had come to India and he said that we are going to invest a lot of money in India, and this comes as the investment strategy from Saudi Arabia to India, wherein they have stood true to their promise, whereby a big investment comes in Reliance Industries. The question is, how do they benefit from this? Very simple. Saudi Aramco is mainly into oil drilling and extracting oil from seabed. But if the oil prices start fluctuating, then there could be an uncertainty of revenue for Saudi Aramco. Just for you, for one more piece of information, Saudi Aramco is, held, the majority stake of this company is held by the Saudi Arabia government. So like ONGC is for India, maybe Saudi Aramco is for Saudi, right? So if the oil prices fluctuate, then Saudi Aramco could be at an uncertainty point as far as revenues are concerned. So any company likes to diversify. What are they diversifying into? They are diversifying into Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries' major revenue comes up from the refining business, and that's what they are diversifying into. So it's going to be a plus point for Saudi Aramco. What is the plus point for Reliance Industries? The plus point is that Reliance Industries is going to get a big amount of money which they are going to use it, number one, for repaying their debt, and number two, they are going to use it to further expand their business of retail and telecom. Okay, so moving on with the fundamental analysis, I've just taken on the financial part. Basically, I've logged on to Money Control, and here is Reliance Industries. If you check out their financials, guys, please understand, I'm not doing a full-fledged financial, not a full-fledged fundamental analysis. There are so many parameters you can look out into. But what I talked about right now is an area which is ignored by many fundamental analysts. The part which I talked about was know your company. That's what I focused on right now. Second part is know the financials. I'll just quickly take you through few financials. The very first one being their profitability. If you check, Money Control always gives you 5 years data. So if you just check out their top line, which is their turnover, it has been continuously increasing for the last 4 years, right from 2,51,000 crores to 4 lakh crores. And if you check out their profit is also continuously increasing from again, as far as the last 4 years are concerned, from 27,000 crores to 35,000 crores. That's a big positive. Even if you check their balance sheet position, as far as their capital is concerned, it's somewhere around 3,000 crores of capital versus their total reserves is a huge of 3,98,000 crores. That's a big build up in the reserve. Even if you check their last 5 years reserves, it's continuously increasing. That's a very good positive for any company. The only small concern can be that their long-term borrowings has also increased a lot. 1,18,000 crores. That's a big number. Even if you check the consolidated level for consolidated balance sheet for Reliance Industries, at the consolidated level, their long-term borrowings is 2,07,000 crore rupees of debt. That's a big one. And that's what they are going to repay with this Saudi Aramco deal. There could be many other parameters which you can check out, like their shareholding pattern, like how many shares have been pledged by Reliance Industries. And the last point which comes up as one of the most important parameters is what should be their ideal valuation. There could be various valuation models. I have taught this EV by EBITDA valuation model in my fundamental analysis course. So I'm not going to focus on how I did this calculation, but I'll tell you my analysis directly. I personally feel that this entry price could be good at 1,219 rupees, and the target price which I believe for Reliance Industries within 1 year should be 1,848. So you can get a very handsome return on this stock. So I believe this could be a good bet to invest in. If you're talking about even a time span of 4 to 5 years, I feel that this can be a good one. As a good investment strategy, I believe that you should invest in bits and pieces. Everyone knows that there are many economists who are saying that recession could be around the corner. If that be so, don't invest entire money in Reliance Industries. Don't invest at one shot. Invest in bits and pieces. And definitely after a span of 5-6 years, ideally you should be thanking me for giving this video for you today. And you should be able to make handsome returns on this stock. Okay, I guess that's it from my side. Keep watching my videos. Subscribe abhi bhi nahi kiya hai to theek hai, I mean your choice, but dekho socho, give it a second thought, right? So that's it from my side. Jai Hind and bye bye.